Alright, we're gonna get into the Mandela catalog. I think it's season 1. I think. I'm pretty sure this is season 1.
Don't be afraid. I bring good news of great joy for you and all people. Tonight, your Savior was born in David's town. He is Christ, the Lord. You will find him wrapped in swaddlecloth, lying in a manger.
Oh, it glitched out. Oh, it glitched. Rejoice, Jesus is born.
The Most High Bedroom, there was a woman named Mary, who lived in the city of Nazareth. She was in love with a man named Joseph. Mary was a tender virgin, but she got a very special message from an angel named
Redacted. Okay.
I am the angel Gabriel. I've come to bring good news.
His face was distorted.
News? For me?
That's gonna be a secret message. Okay.
Whatever God wants, I will do.
Pretty strange. Is there a face? There's a face in the window. There's a face in the window. A whole face in the window.
I will fool the shepherds. I will know their greatest fear. I will know your greatest fear. Wake up, Joseph. Wake up, wake up, wake up,
Wow.
wake up, wake up, wake
I don't know how to feel about this already, because it's definitely a different concept. But the AI voice stuff is not really doing it for the horror. I don't know.
Do not be afraid, my dear shepherds.
You have no face, and you're telling people not to be afraid.
News.
You don't make sense.
True Savior. I know everything about what makes you human. I know what you love. I know what you dread.
Just okay. Oh, how frozen I become, and powerless then. Ask it not, reader, for I wrote it. For I wrote it not because all language would be insufficient. I did not die, and I am, and alive remained not. Think that for thyself now. How's thought thou of wit, what I become, being of both depraved? So are you talking about, so we've seen angels, and we clearly know that's a fallen one. Because that's not a normal one, that clearly seemed like a fallen angel. Wait, can't you see me? I deceive them. Such weak minds. So I am bound to chains on my ankles. So this has to be a fallen angel. That grow heavier with each step. The infinite amount of sand will be my tomb. And my foolishness will be my legacy. If there is a God, please help me. Okay, that gave more questions than answers, because we don't know. We've seen these angels that are clearly not angels terrorizing people. So
We are currently receiving countless reports of an unidentified hostile organism that
Principal.
we'll refer to as alternates.
Okay.
Until we have a complete understanding of the threat, it's important to stay home, lock all doors and windows, and have access to a loaded firearm or any ranged weapon at all times. You will know if an alternate exists solely based on their physical characteristics. If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide. If you see a person that has a biologically impossible characteristic,
We
run
saw
away
this in the
and
footage
hide.
last time.
If one
It had
manages
a
to
big
break
head.
into
The
your
Gabriel
home,
one.
refrain from any kind of communication or contact with the threat. These intelligent life forms utilize elements of psychological warfare to take advantage of their victims. While we heavily discourage any form of contact or communication with an alternate, we make exceptions for attempts at executing them yourself.
Okay, knowing the fact they said that, we can assume that you physically cannot harm them. In the event of an alternate encounter, follow the think principle. The think principle, tell an authority figure about your encounter. Hinder the alternate's movement. Identify the class type. Neutralize the alternate if safe to do so. Kill yourself. There's not enough room for the two of us. Oh. Okay. So clearly the government's overtaken. Know your place in your reality. Know your enemy. Type 1. Doppelganger. Yeah. Type 2. Detectable. We saw that one earlier too. Yep, we saw that too. Type 3. It's just static. Oh? I have a feeling that type 3 is just them giving up the first... Oh. Is them giving up the facade. Okay. I didn't like that dark creature in the room. You didn't have to do that. United States...
We are currently receiving countless reports of an unidentified hostile organism that we'll refer to as alternates. Until we have a complete understanding of the threat, it's important to stay home, lock all doors and windows, and have access to a loaded firearm or any ranged weapon at all times. You will know if an alternate exists solely based on their physical characteristics. If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide. If you see a person that has a biologically impossible characteristic, run away and hide. If one manages to break into your home, refrain from any kind of communication or contact with the threat. These intelligent life forms utilize elements of psychological warfare to take advantage of their victims. While we heavily discourage any form of contact or communication with an alternate, we make exceptions for attempts at executing them yourself.
In the event of an alternate encounter, follow the think principle. Didn't we see this? Wait, we saw this one already. It is just repeated. Wait, no, we didn't see this one. Because this one goes into this. Okay, yeah, this one was just restating the tape. Victim 1 and Victim 2. Mark Heathcliff and Caesar Torres. Just turn on subtitles.
Hey, it's Caesar.
They have subtitles.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. What's up? Are you alright?
Yeah, it's not me, it's my mom. She's knocked out cold and I have no idea why. I'm on my way to the ER, but could you do me a favor?
I think it's gonna be an alternate.
Yeah, of course. What is it?
I just need you to come over and turn on the cameras we have set up. You know the ones that we installed after we were robbed?
Oh, yeah. Would you mind if I asked why?
Oh, well, she screamed really loud right before I found her on the ground.
Alternate.
I just...
Alternate.
Well, do you have your doors and windows locked? Like what the broadcast told us to do?
Yeah, that's the weird part. Maybe she saw something? I don't know.
Alright. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna switch them on and get out of there, though. You know how I feel about your house.
Yeah, that's fine. One last thing. Try to get a good view of the...
Oh? Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like a trap, and then, yep, nope, I think that's definitely a trap. I think they're setting up.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta go. I'm almost at the hospital. Thank you.
Yeah, I most definitely think it's a trap, because there's no way. I think she encountered an alternate and it took them both out, and now the alternates are in their places. But then that wouldn't make sense though, because of the fact that would the alternate know to call someone like that and set up a trap like that? Because that trap seemed kind of elaborate. For an, I don't know. Well, we have to wait and see. Okay. So wait, there was a noise. Was that a purposeful noise, or was that not? Is that... I don't know if that's somebody standing there, because I'm thinking it is. Motion detected at 3:31 a.m. Recording starting. Recording start. I'm just expecting a jump scare, I'm gonna be honest. There's a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing. The door opened, but we're not seeing anything. Sound increase detected at 5:34. Recording start.
Who are you? Get away from me! No!
So an alternate broke in then. It followed me home, Caesar.
Let me in, Mark. I have a gift for you.
Oh, her alternate followed. Oh,
I have a present.
So her doppelganger followed Caesar home.
Surprise.
That's creepy. I actually don't like that idea of them being able to do that. I do not want to see what is on the other side. But it has been days. Yeah, I don't like that. The fact that it's willing to just sit out there and mimic him for days. And nobody has come to help me. Did it open the door or did he open the door?
You fucking bastard!
Did he shoot it? I don't think he shot it. Uh-oh, bad decision, Mark. Wait, so it followed Mark home and not Caesar. Don't jump scare the camera. You're gonna. Yep. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Cool.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up.
Nobody came for me. So instead of facing the entity, okay, either he opened the door or the entity did, but instead of facing it, he just basically would rather face himself than that thing we saw, which is still kind of crazy. So clearly for those couple days, it really harassed him. And now this is, oh no, this is continuing. This is position emergency call. Is this from him? From Mark?
While at the station, a situation may occur where the local 911 dispatchers run out of operators to handle calls, so they are given to us instead. There are 3, and only 3, scenarios that you will handle with a caller. When a caller needs the police, send available personnel to the address. When the caller has a fire-related emergency, contact our neighboring fire department with the address and a brief description of the event. When the caller has a medical emergency, immediately contact the Mandela Community Hospital. Here at the Mandela County Police Department, we thank you for viewing this instruction.
Encounter, and then it kind of glitches out. Do not help a caller reporting an alternate encounter. No matter how frantic their screams are. Okay. Calmly reassure the caller that help is on the way until they die, I'm assuming. The call can be ended when they stop responding to your questions. Wow. Do not speak too much. You might accidentally reveal your feet. Huh?
Nothing is worth the risk, nothing is worth the risk, nothing is worth the risk.
Toddler stress assessment video. Record your child's responses to the following media. Section 1. It's just nature. Record the response. It's just animals. Does that have to tie in with the shepherds? Because the shepherds do herd flocks of sheep, and there was goats and sheep, I'm assuming. Oh, what do you mean by that? Then there is a man in the closet. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? The Scary Night by Mark, age 4. Wait, did Mark not die though? Mandela Elementary School, grade 4. What are you showing this? Didn't check under the bed. Okay, so I went. Okay. There was scary knocking on the door. And the scariest part is walking by the dark room by the stairs. So this was a school test, and then he calls it scary, because it's... That's weird. Why is there a door in the middle of the stairs? Then I saw the man in the corner. him. He has like a hood on? He's either enshrouded by shadow or he has a hood on. And then I fell asleep. The end. So either he's having nightmares or he's actually seeing these things. Cat? Families? What's happening here? Balloon. Oh, so that's the room then that he was afraid of. That's still a weird place to put a room. Are they recreating? They're recreating what he saw, I guess. That's horrifying. An intruder. He said they were robbed. Maybe they weren't actually robbed. Module complete. If anything unexpected occurred during the test, okay. If anything was, let your advisor know immediately if anything happened during the test. Mandela Catalogue Volume 1. Special thanks. Intruder alert is the next one. If it's gonna play. So far we know that Mark had the encounter with the entity, but he also has been seeing this intruder entity since he was a kid, which is also weird. If this wants to play.
Ready to.
Okay. So it won't play.
I'm a hungry individual. I want to grow, I want to learn.
I came across the Google Career Certificate.
Oh, so I have to skip Intruder Alert because Intruder Alert will not play. It just does not exist anymore, I'm assuming. Prevent yourself and your family from going mad.
Metaphysical awareness disorder is a fatal mental illness that has been making a sudden return in recent months.
95% increase in MAD cases since 1982. MAD development demonstrations. Patient is on the left. He's whispering something, but I can't tell what it is saying. So this left figure is now left all
MAD
alone.
is a result of exposure to verbal information that is not desired to be known.
What?
The rate of death by suicides in patients diagnosed with MAD is 97%. But don't worry. The remaining 3% makes it worth trying to reverse the delusion. Avoiding the root causes of metaphysical awareness disorder development.
You say delusion like their
first step to
teeth
being
and hear
safe.
things.
First, avoid excessively frequent religious practices. Avoid unnecessary beliefs and philosophical implications. Last but not least, looking after your loved ones is a key factor for maintaining mental stability.
What? Avoid opening your eyes when you are certain that the man in the corner is now inches from your face. What? And it ends. Exhibition. Is this supposed to be the Panic Oliver Mandela catalog? Just... Yeah, I'm assuming it is.
Noah went out of his house
because it sounded like a phone service going out. And now we're back at the storyboard cartoon. This is supposed to be Adam and Eve. On the sky? It sounded like bro was banging on the sky. You live in a simulation, had ass. Who are these? Guess we don't gonna know. Mandela crime investigations. Heathcliff v. question marks altercation evidence real case 00432. Agency Mandela catalog police or county I believe. Collector LT Thatcher Davis, Lieutenant Thatcher Davis. Item 017 time 03:21 a.m. Location Mark Heathcliff's bedroom. Desk personal camcorder. Description. Personal camcorder. Oh, we're seeing the footage now, instead of just a jump scare. Something moved in the darkness. Something's still moving in the darkness. Yeah, something was moving behind the door. We saw it like look in, look out. Does he not have his lights on? Or turn your light on in your room, unless they cut the power, but I don't think they'd be smart enough to cut the power. But maybe they are. Those are some loud stairs. Those are some loud ass stairs. I don't like the way this flashlight is zooming around because something could be looking at him and he can't see it. There's another church symbolism we saw, which I'm assuming has to be Mark now in front of that church when he was a kid. And now we're seeing it again. Oh, the TV. Did it turn on? Oh no, it looked like something's in the TV. And something's in the TV. Great. Something's in the window? remarks. Footage implies that Heathcliff has been paranoid for a prolonged period. Reasons are implied. I don't understand the reasons, but I'm assuming that it has to go back with the school in elementary. Or the test in elementary where he said there was an intruder. And now we're seeing Noah's Ark. Once again, this darkness enshrouds everything. Is it supposed to be like Mary? Why do you try to escape what you fear, Noah? You will be punished for resisting my message. You will bring another creature on the boat. You won't notice it at first, just wait, Noah. Until you start to feel something. A change happening in your mind? You won't even realize that it's taken form until you see it. When you see it, there is no return. It will give you a message. Okay, it will be your last message. Great. 2 Corinthians, hold on. 2 Corinthians 11:14, and no wonders, for Satan disguised himself as an angel of light. Great. The dedication of Mark Heathcliff, that looked like? United States. Okay. USDTP. If you or a loved one has recently been affected by the results of exposure to analog television and mirrors, contact your local authority. Financial compensation will not be available. If you have any further questions in relation to the recently issued television and mirror destruction order, call the number below. Mandela Catalogue for the Preservation of Security, Season 1 Final Exhibition. Directed and